Happy third episode to everybody. I'm so excited. Today I have an amazing guest, a woman I respect so much in the industry, a friend and a colleague. We started out on a different journey. I remember when she first wanted to pursue a career in modeling, she approached me and I had to quickly do like a crash course on modeling, but we'll share that later. I'd like to introduce to you the amazing Danica. She is such an amazing and talented individual. Hey sis.
Hey Sharon, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast today.
Really, it's an honor for me to have people who are interested in modeling listen to your story, because I truly believe that your experiences are definitely going to help someone out there who is interested in modeling and just shed some light on the opportunities that you were exposed to as an aspiring model. So before we even start on how that journey began, can you share a bit about where you are at in this season? Who is Danica? I know you've got a big portfolio and I can't do justice to you. Only you can. So can you share with the audience and everybody all over the world who you are, where you are based in South Africa, and what's going on?
Awesome. Yeah. So I've currently been juggling a lot of stuff in the season. So basically, if I just round that up quickly, what I am doing right now is I've launched a company called Salt and Light Creative with a partner of mine. And it is a digital marketing creative agency. And this is really where I found, like, if I just look back in my life, everything kind of links me back to this place. And that's why I feel like it is my purpose, because I just see how it's gone away in the past and it just somehow came back full swing, and I that's what I'm doing now. So apart from that, I'm also studying. I've decided to go back after being drop out basically in my second year many years ago, and I dropped out of studying a marketing diploma that way. And that's why I say, it's kind of found me along the way, because now it's, I think 17 years later, I signed up to study a degree. I'm currently doing my second year marketing degree and I'm doing phenomenal at it. I will add that in there because I deserve my flowers for all of the distinctions that I'm getting. So that's kind of what I've been busy with now. I've really just been in a season of working and making sure that I'm putting in all the effort into being successful, not only in my business, but in what I have to offer as well. So when the time comes for my harvest, so to speak, and when I do stand back and see that I have created this successful, thriving business, I know that I did put in the groundwork. So that's kind of where I am now. I'm just juggling life, juggling work, juggling studies, and not seeing many people in that.
Oh man, I just love that. You're so focused. Preparation is key. And as you mentioned, you understand exactly the season that you're in and you're willing to put in the work, because you understand that when the opportunity comes for you to even go to the next level, it is already set. So yes, kudos to you, girl.
Thank you.
There's a purpose to everything. So sometimes when one drops out or it doesn't work out the first time, the key is to get up and do it again. It always works out.
Exactly. And, if I can just add that even if you think that you are kind of floating in the wind and you feel like, I keep stopping and starting, your purpose always finds you. It catches up. The road is not necessarily straight, but you do see that your life adjusts to where you're naturally supposed to be and the direction that you're supposed to be going. So yeah, I'm grateful that I get to do this again and start from scratch, and it's never too late to start anything.
Indeed. Sure. Okay, girl, how long have I known you for? I think it's been over 10 years, eh?
I think we met in 2009. So that's quite some time ago.
Yeah, look, we're old, but We don't look it.
Exactly. As long as we don't look it, but we have the experience of life.
There you go. There you go. Okay. So I remember, like I said earlier, when we started the podcast, you mentioned that you were interested in modeling, but I think I'm the one who pushed you into modeling. I really think I was the one, because I was like, Danica, no, girl, no. These features that God has given you are on another level.
You're definitely there guiding me towards the modeling industry and really taking it seriously and signing up with an agency. You were the founding fathers of my modeling career.
I remember I needed a model for a show. I think that's the first memory I have of you modeling. Oh, it was SA Fashion Week. And I was like, Dee, I know you are not exposed to this. Can I quickly give you a crash course, if I can put it that way, on how to walk on runway? And you did it. Do you remember?
I do. I'll never ever forget doing SA Fashion Week, because that was like one of the highlights of my modeling career. And it was all very overwhelming. All these tall people everywhere in castings, and even on stage, you always feel like they know so much more than me. But SA Fashion Week was honestly such a highlight for me in my modeling career. It's something that I cannot even forget. And till this day, I remember what I wore. So, yeah.
You look so beautiful in that blue. Was it a blue kaftan?
It was a kaftan. I think it was more like purple sort of kaftan. But yeah, it was stunning. And till this day, I remember every single thing about that experience.
My goodness. And that opened up doors for you to sign up with a modeling agency, right?
Yeah. So after SA Fashion Week, and thank you, Cher, I have to actually give you your flowers now for kind of seeing that potential in me, and also just encouraging me to take on a challenge, because SA Fashion Week, your first time, that's a big challenge for someone that it's not even basically in the modeling industry. You're just kind of thrown into the deep end. So thank you for kind of starting that journey for me.
Oh, Dee, what an honor. What a privilege, really, for me. My heart is to just see people flourishing. And I know that your story is really going to change so many people's life. And then?
With SA Fashion Week, I then went on to signing up with an agency, and at that time I signed up with G3 Models. I know in that space they were one of the bigger modeling agencies. My modeling career started from there, and that was more editorial style stuff. And then my journey obviously went on to TVC, which is more commercial, commercial space modeling, television, that sort of thing.
And can you just share a bit about that experience in the TV commercial space? Do you remember your first commercial? How was that experience?
So I can't remember my first commercial, which is actually so bad. It should be top of mind for me. But I do remember I was in the advertising space a long time ago, and then I just felt like there was this disconnect, because I was very shy and timid, and that space did intimidate me. So then I stopped doing that. And then fast forward to 2017, I decided, I'm going to sign up with another agency who deals with commercials, and I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. And, whatever, people are not going to, it's not a big thing. I'm going to do it. And I did. And I booked commercial after commercial after commercial in a very short space of time. So when I changed my mindset in that I just have to go for it and put my all out there, and if they don't like it, it's not meant for me, and if it is meant for me, I'm going to get it. And I have to actually tell you a story, if you'll allow me to.
Yes, of course.
One of my biggest jobs, so it wasn't my first commercial job, but it was one of my biggest jobs. I went for the casting and I didn't get the job. And then the day before, or on the day of wardrobe call, I think, they called me and they said, we need you to come and be the model on this campaign, because someone who we had booked, she didn't disclose that she was in a competitor's ad. So we have to pull her, and we are going with you. And that was amazing. It was a campaign that ran all over It was a Pan-African campaign as well as in South Africa. So it was all over the airport. It was on TV. It was everywhere. Billboards. My face was everywhere. For 3 years after that, they renewed the campaign. I got paid every single time. And that's why I'm saying if it's for you, you will get it.
Absolutely. And I just want to expand on that because something similar had happened with me, whereby I had to replace a model on the day of the shoot because she was not performing. So I just want any person that's listening to your story to really pick up the nuggets. You mentioned the part of when the model did not disclose, it just put the entire production on another direction. So it is so important for models who have booked previous jobs to always be open because it's conflict of interest. Now, can you imagine the ripple effect that the model caused for the agency as well? Because that's money lost. So I remember with me, the model was not coming forth with regards to taking instructions from the client. And the client got so frustrated on the day of the shoot. Can you imagine? And they had to get another model. So how important is it for you having experience in booking these TV commercials? Because there's a performance aspect, which is skill. And one of the skills is listening to the director. One of the skills is being able to present what the director wants. How important is it to have that skill? Because it's not only just an opportunity that came.
Whenever I went into a casting, I would just make sure that I'm reading the brief, that I'm trying to understand the brief as much as I can. What is the casting about? If it's for a certain look, you pitch up looking that way. So it's not just you with a pretty face. Models need to remember that when you're in a casting room space, they are looking at you the way they will be looking at the final product of the TVC. So you need to do as much as you can to show them on the day of shooting, this is how you would look, this is how you would sound, this is how you would interact with someone else if it is multiple cast and that sort of thing. A thing that I have realized specifically with industries like influencer marketing and the modeling industry as well, people think that your face gets you into places, but a lot of the time it's your work ethic as well. And a lot of people lack that work ethic because if I know that when I book this model, she's a diva, she's like this, she doesn't show up on time, she doesn't learn a script, she doesn't come to the callback, she doesn't do her hair like we said that that she should do for the shoot, whatever. It just shows that you're not really committed to the role that you've been hired to do, and you also lack that work ethic. So oftentimes you don't get booked again, or you kind of go on the red list. Yeah, it will make your career, and the industry is also so small, so your career will be quite short-lived if that's the kind of person that you are.
Absolutely. I mean, with the influx of models that are coming in to the industry, one needs to have almost like a game plan, you know what I mean, of sustainability. So like mentioning right now, a work ethic is one of the key principles that will help one to soar and literally go to the next level in their career. So thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, great. And then, Danica, you are not just a person who started this career in modeling. You were also interested in makeup artistry, right?
Yes.
Please share that journey because I think it's so amazing. I know that you've been the makeup artist for idols. How did you start?
A lot of my journey stems from me wanting to free up much of my time as possible because I just did not want to work for a boss. I did not want to work 9 to 5. So when you bring in modeling and makeup artistry, that is something that I was mindful about getting into a multiple income stream habit. And that meant that I was able to free up my time, and until this day, I've been working for myself. It's been a couple of years now, since 2017, Jan 2017. I've been working for myself, and I'm grateful that I still am able to work for myself. So my journey with makeup artistry, I could always see myself on the other side of modeling. I needed to find something else. And then I decided, okay, I will go and study makeup artistry. So I did a 6-month course on that. And yeah, I started booking private clients here and there. And then I started making connections with people that I knew remember, I come from an advertising background. That's what I was kind of doing in corporate. So I'd already made connections with people that work in magazines and the stylists and so forth. So I would send them my stuff and they would book me for the makeup artist on set. So that's how I kind of got into makeup. Yeah. And I just went from there. I'm someone that's very big on networking. So I will try and find out who the person is that does either SA Fashion Week or Idols, and I would nag them until they give me a job. That's just the kind of person that I am. Yeah, so basically that's what I was doing. And then makeup artistry also opened the door for me to start my influencer journey, which I started then creating content on Instagram and YouTube as well, making how-to videos on how to do certain makeup looks, which ultimately then led me to now being on the other side of the influencer space, where I'm now booking influencers for campaigns, because that's what Salt and Light Creative is now. So the entire journey has led me to this point, and that's why I say it's kind of come full circle, where I'm now back in the advertising marketing space, so to speak. Yeah.
Your story really has inspired me personally, and I hope that it inspires so many people out there, because everything works out. There is a season to everything, time and chance happening to everybody. So it always starts with that desire, but that desire alone is not enough. One needs to be able to equip themselves with the necessary skills. One needs to be bold enough, even if they're shy, to say, listen, I'm going to learn to network because I can see the opportunities that are being presented to me. So, wow, man, what an amazing third episode. I'm so excited. What would you like to say to anyone that's listening to your story and they are so inspired?
Thank you. I definitely have to say, in my journey, the lessons have taught me, really, don't be scared to pivot. If you see something is not working or it's not working out how you thought it would, you can learn from that and you can pivot. People are always so scared of failure. And for me, I've always kept at the top of my mind that failure is okay as long as you're failing forward. You're learning from the mistake. You're implementing what changes are there. You've learned the lesson and fail forward, improve. How can you improve on that? How can you pivot? How do you go from being a model to a makeup artist to an influencer to a business owner? Because I saw what was not working and I pivoted from there. Secondly, what I want to say is that it's never too late to start. People always put us in this box that by the age of 25, I need to achieve whatever. By the age of 30, I need to have whatever. By the age of 35. Man, I just turned 34. I'm in my second year, first ever degree, and I'm just doing it because I'm not allowing anyone's limitations or box that they've put me in to kind of guide the direction of my life. So if you are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever age you are, you can always start something new as long as you know that you're the one rooting for you. I know that there is a quote, I think it was actually by Beyonce. She said, "I'm not much of a gambler, but I'm willing to bet on myself." Yeah.
If one cannot believe in themselves, how do you expect someone else to believe in you?
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I can never thank you enough, Dee.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. If anyone is looking to just learn more about your business, can you give them the details?
Okay, so on social media, that's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, it is Salt N Light Creative. So not Salt and Light Creative, Salt N Light Creative Co. And then on our website, it's saltandlightcreative.com.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Girl, I'm going to see you at the top.
See you at the top. And remember to send the lift down to everyone else coming up.
Love it. I'm going to take that quote. Love you so much and I appreciate you so much. Well, I hope you enjoyed the 3rd episode. I'm looking forward to the 4th episode. So, chat to you later. Bye.